So we're gonna get started. We're definitely gonna get started. So happy Sunday to all. Um, Welcome to the Profit Room. If you guys are new, my name is Ernest. I'm one of the team members here at the Profit Room. And what we do at the Profit Room is we teach people how to trade and invest in the different financial markets. Our whole goal is to help people become independent professional traders, no matter what market that you actually trade in. It doesn't matter if you trade stocks, options, futures, or Forex. Our whole goal is for you to be what we like to call freedom traders. If you're looking to be long term, if you're looking to be short term, just to have the ability to sit back at the computer and make a decision on how to enter and how to exit a trade. So we have a gentleman there here named Herbie. He's one of our students. Now, he has done a unique situation, which is great. And we're going to hear his story. He was a group stock and options student. Then he turned into a future student. So we're going to hear about his story and his experience throughout trading and the course and things of that nature. So, Herbie, tell us a little bit about yourself so far. Welcome. Thank you for doing this interview.
Yeah, so originally I'm in the IT field currently, and what really started the stock trading journey was as soon as this coronavirus pretty much hit. Got a lot of extra time on my computer while working from home as soon as the coronavirus hit. So I wanted to find out ways how I can make like extra money. I was always interested in the stock market and stuff like that. So I just actually had the time since I was working from home. I can actually research different things. And also at that time, everything was like at the all-time lows. So that's when I started buying stocks and started getting my feet wet in stocks.
So, all right. So now COVID hits, everybody's home, we're at the computer, and you're seeing a lot of stuff that's going on. You have a lot of time. So you decide to start trading in the stock market.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
just like a lot of people, because you're home, you got a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah.
So how did you start and what was your results from starting? How did you feel? Like, what was your specific strategy? What did you know about trading? Were you educated at all?
All right. So when I first started trading stocks, wasn't educated at all. I was just buying stocks that were like on the lowest it's ever been. Like I was buying like Delta, Spare Airlines, what else? Like some ETFs that was on the all-time lows. Um, yeah, basically that. I bought and held those for like probably about a month. And with all of those, I probably made about $2,000 within the month. And then I pretty much stopped that. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna step back. I want to learn actually how to do this actually the right way. Because I knew after watching your videos on YouTube, I was like, okay, there's something I'm missing.
Mhm. Now that was smart. Like I like because it goes further into your story. Because
Yeah.
so you realize, and that's a psychology thing. That's called you skipped this step. You had conscious incompetence
Hmm.
because you knew that you didn't know.
Yeah.
And usually that's late in the field. I'm talking trading psychology to most people. There's conscious competence, then there's unconscious incompetence, then there's conscious competence,
Hmm.
incompetence. That means that you know you don't know. And
Yeah.
usually the average trader waits until they lose money to get to that point where they realize they know they don't know.
Yeah.
If you're doing trading psychology, that's the last step before you get help,
Yep.
right? Because everybody feels that they can learn on their own. So, you reached this point, you made $2,000 or so, which is great.
Yeah.
Which is great. You didn't let your ego come to you. You realized you didn't know what you was doing, but you
Yep.
was making good money. So, what was your next step after that? What did you do?
Next step after that, definitely researching different people. Seeing your videos, you guys' videos popped up on my YouTube, and I just went through the rabbit hole and looked and watched all of your videos pretty much to see exactly what you guys were doing. And then all of a sudden, you guys had started advertising your group course, and you guys had like the early bird special, or whatever. So I gobbled that up. I bought that when it was the early bird special. And pretty much after that, I sat back and I waited. I didn't trade anything. I just sat back and waited until that group course started to learn some more.
Great, great.
Yeah.
So now, how did you benefit from the group course, from what you were doing on your own
Mhm.
to what you actually learned about trading in general? Was like a big eye opener? Like how did that affect you going forward?
It definitely helped a lot. More technically, what's the moving parts of stocks and options.
Mhm.
So I guess I was more technical sound after the course, and you guys give us like some type of direction to go in, where you kind of have a guideline where you can abide by and you can make money off of it. So that's what I seen
Okay.
for taking that course.
So now you've taken the group stock and options course, you get the benefit from it.
Yep.
And what was the result? Because you end up stopping again. Tell me
Yeah.
why did you stop? Like
Yeah.
tell everybody what happened.
All right. So off of technical analysis, I've actually bought a Tesla call on Friday, almost around end of day, I think, or maybe it would have been in the middle of the day, like around 1 o'clock or whatever. So I bought and held that overnight and over the weekend. And Monday pre-market, it shot up like $120. And I was like, wow. So as soon as the markets opened, I was probably up like 6,000 in profit.
Mm,
And I probably took my money out when I was in $7,000 and some change in profit. If I would have held the whole entire day, I would have been up 10 grand that day. But
wow.
I took my money out at 7,000. And then after that, I was like, all right, I don't know if I still know this all that good. So I want to stop again. And I didn't like I didn't like the way how options work for some odd reason, because I don't like being confined to the 9:30 to 4 o'clock. And also the biggest thing was the tax benefits. Well, the tax benefits goes with options too, but futures, you can trade that pretty much all day, Monday through Friday. So I wake up early in the morning. So I'm up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I can trade in the futures market 5, 6 o'clock in the morning if I want to. And then I can make my money and then be done for the day, and I can actually work and not even think about trading. So that was the next thing that I wanted to do. And I always wanted to do the futures, but I didn't have the money to do it. And after that Tesla trade, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with options. Now I have my money. I'm gonna go get this course so I can learn futures.
All right. See, that's cool because when you told me about that, like it's rare when you see that amount of discipline.
Yeah.
Honestly, like because in trading you have that, like it's just amazing about the journey. Like you first start trading, you make about 2 grand on your own, not knowing what you're doing, and you realize that.
Yeah.
So you got the early bird special, was probably less than 1,000, probably wait 700-800 bucks or something like that.
Oh no, I had some money in it. I had some
Yeah,
money in it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. No, I'm talking about the course. I'm talking
Oh,
about
the
the
course.
actual
Oh
course.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was a couple $100. It wasn't over 1,000.
yeah, correct. So just the way you maneuvered your like investment, like
Yeah.
in investing in yourself. You know what I mean? So you take that money that you made on your own simply by yourself. You found education, Now that education allowed you to get that confidence to
Yeah.
take that technical trade,
Hmm.
because it's not easy putting that amount of capital in the market and not knowing what you're doing. Like the biggest thing is having that own confidence on your own to be able to do it. So then you made that money in Tesla from one course.
Yeah.
Now you took that money that you made, and not even all of it, you invested it into a futures course because that's what you really wanted to do.
Yeah.
So now you're basically done with the futures course. You're still doing some developing. How has that futures course worked out for you so far? I know you talked about your time and your freedom. How is that working out so far with your trades and things of that nature?
Amazing. But definitely in the beginning or towards the middle and towards the end, like I hit roadblocks where I wouldn't even think. I was like, I don't even feel comfortable even entering a trade. Like marking where you should enter and where you should exit is easy when you see the whole chart. But when you don't know that next candle, you're like, okay, so what if this, and this? So that was definitely hard. And I messaged you back and forth, and you gave me some pointers to go by when entering, exiting trades, and all that. So that helped. I thought on that. I sat back, paper traded, and on the weekends I ran back tests through Ninja Trader. You can like do a whole day's worth of trading like any day you want. So I was doing that to back test strategies and stuff like that. And then until recently, I got into the signals or the futures trading room,
Mm.
and that helped a lot too. I was like, okay, so you guys are getting here. All right, I had that marked up on my chart too. So I was like, okay, this stuff is making sense because all the things that you guys are calling, I have it marked already. So I was like, okay, so that gives me a lot of confidence and everything. So the futures thing went great. And then I started trading on my own. I lost a little bit of money at first, like
Mhm.
$1,300 at first. Then I grew this week. I probably trade 4 days out of the week. 2 days I probably traded for like 10 or 20 minutes. Other 2 days I probably traded for like 3 hours a piece, and I made over 6,000. Over 6,000.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. Over
So good.
6 grand. And see,
Yeah.
that's the thing where, first of all, congratulations. This is the thing where like when we so I post a lot of videos, right?
Yeah.
And the futures market moves very fast,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to be disciplined and you have to be very, what I say, clutch on it. And a
Yeah.
lot of people, when they look at the futures market and you see these videos, 3 minutes, $1,200 or whatever, $1,000, they don't believe, like,
Yeah.
it's hard for them to actually believe that until they sit back and actually do it on their own. And it's not an easy market. For those who are watching, that you see a lot of people talk about options a lot. We're in the
Yeah.
option everywhere you turn around so as options, options, options.
Yeah.
When you trade the futures market, and I'm not recommending to everybody, you're playing on a different field.
Yeah.
You're playing with the big boys and the big girl. You're playing with the hedge funds. You're
Mm-hmm.
playing with the banks. You're playing with all of them.
Yeah.
And once you touch that market and you start to feel that market,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to empower you. So when you told me before, when you was like, yeah, man, I got my money for the futures course, I was like, yeah, I was telling Latoya, yeah, we got another one. Because
Mm-hmm.
once you touch it, like you said, every day is not always going to be green, right? It can go against you. Like you said, a couple of days, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, a couple of days, 3 hours, but you don't need to sit that long, you know? You don't need to sit that long. So even if we're just talking in general, I just like the fact that just the transition, man, like that's what makes me more excited about your journey
Yeah.
from something that happened because of an unfortunate pandemic
Yeah.
and you just learning and you like just kept flipping your money. You just kept flipping it and
Mhm.
flipping it and flipping it for education. That shows the success that you're going to have because I remember my father used to always tell me, he said, you sacrifice the money for the education. You
Mhm.
always sacrifice the money for the education. So sometimes right away, you're not going to see those big profits. You may not see those huge returns that actually come in right away, but you got to work your way up to that. And the fact that you were saying that you back tested or a ninja trader and looking, and I know a part of the program you come in the room and
Mhm.
that's great. Like when we give alerts and stuff like that, you can see, okay, I see why they are getting in. I
Mhm.
see why they are applying this
Mhm.
because it starts to sink in. It starts
Yep.
to sink in naturally. You start building that strength. And one thing, Herbie, you know what is that's the hardest thing for us to present to a student. It's
Yeah.
just like follow the program. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Clear your mind out from what everybody else is saying and just follow the program. So do you feel like the course structure was beneficial for you? Like how do you feel about how we taught you in that manner? Because you did the futures course as well as the options course. Do you feel that when you took the course, you got the information that you needed in order to get where you at?
Yeah, and then also too, I got to sit with it and watch them back to back, take notes. And there was sometimes where I probably wouldn't speak to you guys for like a couple weeks to like a month
Mhm.
because there's certain stuff I just don't get that fast. So I just have to back test it and play with it and then look back and test it out. So it it worked. It definitely worked for me. But I'm I'm pretty disciplined. Like I'm used to having like coaches and stuff like that. Like I had a personal trainer for years and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So I understand why I would need a coach and things like that. And it's not just paying somebody to tell you what to do. It's like the accountability and all of that.
Mm.
And they know more than you. So
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember I was with my trainer because I have a personal trainer as well,
mm,
and I'm slimming down.
yeah,
And his other client is asking me, "Hey, bro, how you slimming down?
yeah,
How what diet are you taking? You
yeah,
know, what are you doing?" And I'm like, and the trainer got insulted, but like I'm like, bro, I
yeah,
got the same trainer you got
yeah,
because they see the results in me. They think I'm doing something different.
mm,
I'm doing totally something different. And that's the same thing when you look at like trading coaches and courses. We get more people that are asked a lot of our students, like, so what are you doing different?
yeah,
What are you doing? How are you getting success? So just like I look at the other client, I just point, I said, listen, I'm listening to whatever Paul tells me.
mm,
He's telling me to do this, he's telling me to do that, and I'm doing that.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? And I'm glad you mentioned that because when it comes down to it, like you said, some people grasp it a little bit different, and
mm,
it does take time. And for you, it does show the discipline and the coach aspect from March now down here to October.
mm,
And even if you're not pulling out huge amount of profits,
yeah,
the fact that you can take money out of the market, it's not easy. People don't realize it's not easy, no matter what market that you trade.
yeah,
But if you can be consistent, because you're going to have losses, but if you know how to, okay, boom, pull money out, I can sit back at the computer and I can make a decision, even if I have other income or a job, just the fact that I can do that, that's huge in
yeah,
under a year. That's huge
yeah.
in multiple markets. So another question I asked, how has trading so far affected your life? Because I know you messaged me and
Mhm.
you made a big decision because everybody wants freedom. Everybody doesn't advance right away. But
Yeah.
I know you have some personal goals. How has this trading education and what you're doing now assist you personally with your own life goals?
Well, like 2 weeks ago, I put in my 1 month notice at my job that I actually just started the job in March,
Wow.
and now I'm leaving that in the next 2 weeks. So doing stop that or going to be stopping that, and I started my own IT residential business that I actually just recently started within the past couple of weeks. So I'll be doing that, but I'll be doing trading. Trading will probably be the main thing because, well, not really the main thing because I can do it in 3 hours.
Hmm.
But it'll be something I can fall back on where I know I'll always have money coming in, no matter what. I can have no clients for 3, 4 months. I really don't
Wow.
care because I'll always have money coming in through the markets.
No,
So,
and you still able to use your talent. So,
yeah.
so tell us a little bit about your business. What are you going to be doing when you mean residential? Can you do stuff that's going to be remote to help people out? Or tell us
Yep.
about your business or where they can reach you at with that as well.
Yep. So I'm on Facebook at H&H Residential IT, and I'm on Instagram HH Residential IT on Instagram. So basically, like I do remote work. Like today, actually this morning, I did some remote work. Did a computer cleanup for a client. Also, I can do home networking things like wireless networking, boosting like the signal, so you can have a stronger Wi-Fi signal throughout the house, things like that. Computer setups, computer cleanups, virus removal, computer upgrades, pretty much anything that has to do with a computer, pretty much, in
Wow.
in your house. So
No,
yeah,
that's cool. We're gonna make sure that we put that in the link as well. But no, that's powerful because like I told you before, reason why we're late, I'm on
yeah,
my laptop and I need it cleaned up for sure. I
yeah,
definitely need it cleaned up before for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Nah, man. So man, this is great, man. This is
Yeah.
great because even for myself, I don't think I'm that disciplined at all. But
Yeah.
it just shows you, I know when you have a coach or something, it just changes your whole mindset
Hmm.
with everything because it humbles you and you realize, hey, if they're doing it, it must work. You know,
Yeah.
you see the results and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So what is your plans in like the near future or long term with trading or your business or in general? Because you are a younger gentleman, which is great. Because
Yeah.
I started trading young as well,
Mhm.
and you have so much more potential to go there to develop that skill. So what was some of your future plans?
Probably getting people that I know more into trading. So, because I know how freeing it can be. Like, I can do this until like I'm 100. Like, I can
Yeah.
do this forever,
Hmm.
forever. And I don't have to be. There's nothing physical about it or nothing. I just have to click a button. So
Yeah.
there's that. I definitely want to get into like real estate and all of that. I don't know. Just living my life.
Yup.
Living
Listen,
my life.
listen, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Just happen, like you said, whatever you plan on doing.
Yeah.
Whatever you plan on doing. So it's cool, guys who are watching this because our whole goal, like at the end of the day, I like the fact that when you came in the room and you traded with us, and we get our students that do that, then our students, you say you go by yourself
Hmm.
because when you're trading is you versus you,
Yeah.
right? It's just you versus you, and for you to put in that notice in order to walk away from income,
Yeah.
you had to feel confidence in yourself that you're able to say, listen, talking to yourself, I can do this.
Yeah.
I've back tested it. I feel the confidence. I got the knowledge in order to do it. And it's so hard, man. That's why I'm commending you. It's very hard, especially in this day and age, to walk away from income, especially if you got a great job or something like that. And we have a lot of students like you on the back end who are doing the same exact thing. It's
Mhm.
like we don't hear much from them. We'll check in here once in a while, and they'll just tell us their story because it's emotional. Because say, listen, man, I
Yeah.
want to do this for me and my family. I just want to do it for me. Like, so if you don't hear from me, I'm in the dungeon. I'm back testing. I'm clearing everybody out, and I'm just focusing on me.
Yeah.
I'm focused on what I got to do to get what I want out of my life. And that's great, man. That's great. So
A lot of hard work, and it's not just. So I did your courses too, but I was reading books on the back end too, like
yeah,
the Candlestick course, a bunch of other books I got for free and stuff like that I would read. So I would always keep keep my education going no matter what. If it's not
yeah.
with you guys, I was getting information through a book, learning about candlesticks and all that type of stuff. So
And that's the thing. It's like you're a student of the market. You're a student of the market. So when I talk about like the conscious incompetence and stuff like that, I read a lot of stuff at this point in my trading career about psychology, right?
mhm,
I read a lot about that because I'm always fighting myself. I'm fighting my emotions, what's going on. You're watching stuff on online, and online could be like the killer. So no, I definitely get it. And the thing is, what you saying being with discipline, I always look at it like a sacrifice, man.
mhm,
Some of the most advanced traders, I tell them, if you really get like my trainer tells me, right? He could teach anybody or show anybody how to lose weight and get the best body they can. Just give me 2 months of your life.
mhm,
He tells her, just give me 2 months of your life to follow me. Just 2 months. I
yeah,
tell just give me three. Give me 3 months because it's more emotional. Give me 3 months of your life, trading wise. Push everybody out and just focus. You know what I mean? And just focus on what Latoya and I are trying to tell you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Anybody else. Just give me 3 months of your life and just follow it to the T. You know? But I mean, like you said, man, congrats to you and the fact that being just a reader of the market, right? And the thing is, more than the average person who has a Series 7 financial advisor. Boom, boom, boom. You pulling in 6 grand a week here, or even a thousand or something a day, and you from the comfort of your own home.
yeah,
Not worry about leaving or anything like that. Uh,
yeah.
Trading is amazing, God. It's amazing. So
And the money that I made was before you guys even like started doing alerts.
yeah,
So it wasn't even off of alert. Like
yeah,
I'll make my money and then I'll close down your alerts and I close down my trading platform. I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know what's good
yeah.
out there or anything.
Who cares? Yeah,
Yep.
I get messages all the time. Hey, did you catch the ES drop? Did you see crude? I'm like, I'm gone. I'm
Yeah.
logged off. I don't
Yeah.
care what happens after I leave because I'm gonna do it again tomorrow.
Yep.
See, that makes it even better, man. Even better. So, just one last question. What would you tell anybody that's trying to start out trading any type of market based off of your experience, just in general with trading or investing? Like somebody, because I don't know what you read about it in the past, what rumors you had, but what guidance would you give somebody just sitting back thinking about the markets in general?
I think the main thing that holds a lot of people back is they think that they can't do it. And I came to the realization a few months ago, probably during quarantine, that I can do anything that someone else can do. So I think that's it, really. And then you just have to just continue learning until you get it. You're gonna get it eventually.
You're
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get it
it.
eventually.
You're going to get it. That's
Yeah,
what I tell everybody. You're going
yeah,
to get it.
yeah,
You're eventually going to get it.
yeah,
It's too much information out here. There's too many people that's been learning that you're going to get it. You
yeah,
just gotta, focus on you.
yeah. No one's special. No, not one person is special, so you can get it. So,
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Much success to you.
yeah,
Much success to your business, and thank you for doing the interview.
yeah,
Like to say to everybody, thanks for you guys watching this. Like we mentioned before, theprofitroom.com, we're a stock market trading education company. We just like to help people like Herbie become independent professional traders. The information that we like to give people is to help them benefit for themselves. We like to use everything with long term, short term. It doesn't matter what type of trader you want to be. We can help you shorten that learning curve. That's the biggest thing behind that. By getting structured education, you can shorten that learning curve in order to get to the trading success that you want. All right. As always, we like to say get educated and trade safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
all
I
right,
Herb, take care, man.
all right, man. Take
All
it
right,
easy.
take care.